Meanwhile, we've got Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister. Well, he's in danger of being arrested with some of the commentary he's been tweeting. Douglas, extraordinary stuff. He seems to be morphing into Donald Trump if his work on X is to be believed. In the past couple of weeks, he's posted about coming for illegal immigrants. He said he'll put Britain first and end the reliance to cheap overseas labour that's taking jobs from Brits. He posted, if you want to live in the UK, you should speak English. That's common sense. Bravo. He also said settlement in the UK is a privilege. That has to be earned. It's not a right. And he also said this about strong borders, that the Tories lost control of our borders and let net migration soar to record levels, undercutting hardworking Brits. I won't stand for it, Douglas. Is the Prime Minister going to get a visit from the constabulary for these sorts of non-crime hate incidents? Because that is a real thing in Britain. I'm frankly a little bit surprised by how he's become some right-wing reactionary.
Well, of course, if anyone else had said this, if I'd have said this or you'd have said this, Rita, I'm sure Keir Starmer and his police force would take a different view. But of course, I don't believe a word of it. First of all, it's perfectly true that the last Conservative government lost control of the borders. Absolutely true. It's also true, though, that Keir Starmer has lost control of the borders. Almost 1,000 people came in a couple of days ago, in one day alone, on the illegal crossings across the channel on boats organised by criminal gangs. When he says that it's not a right to land in Britain and just stay, he's right. It's just something anyone can do. However, it's just something that nobody in his government or his border force are doing anything to stop. They behave as though it's impossible to stop tens of thousands of people arriving just across the channel every year illegally, let alone the hundreds of thousands of other people who arrive in the UK every year legally and illegally, and get net migration up to almost 1 million in the last couple of years. But just as I say, this is the most cynical tactic. And I, at any rate, don't believe a word of what Keir Starmer says. I have heard politician after politician, Labour and Conservative, say this for decades. They always say the same pabulum. They say when they feel like they might need to just sort of enforce the base a bit, they say these things like, I think that people should speak English if they come to England. And everyone's meant to say, my gosh, what an amazing breakthrough. It doesn't matter a darn if you're losing your country all the time because you don't enforce your borders. This is I don't even know if Keir Starmer has seen these tweets. I'm sure he doesn't write them. His own Home Secretary and Foreign Secretary and others have distanced themselves from the language he's used himself. But it's just language games, Rita. That's all it is. It's language games. They don't do anything, not in the real world. Thousands of people will continue to break into Britain every week illegally. And in the meantime, what do we have? Keir Starmer, the brave tweeter. Well, as you say, Rita, it's lucky that he's Prime Minister and not, for instance, a white or working class mother in the north of England, or otherwise he'd be having his collar felt this evening.